be here today and to see so many old friends. This community has been very good to me when I've run myself for public office, and I've worked hard to honor the support that you gave me in my elections. My first job was working for Wendell Ford in 1974 in the United States Senate race. And I went on to a career in public service because of the role he played as mentor to me and so many other young people who worked for him in those days, and I'm honored to still call him my friend and my mentor. I went on to work for 6 Kentucky governors before I ran myself for public office, so I've learned a little bit along the way about leadership. And on November the 2nd, folks, the eyes of this nation will be on Kentucky as we make a critical choice in this United States Senate race. I am supporting Jack Conway for the United States Senate because I know he has what it takes to be the kind of leader Kentucky deserves. He worked by my side for 6 years in the Patton administration when I served as Secretary of the Governor's Cabinet. I know him to be a man of intellect who tackled the toughest policy issues of the day. I know him to be a man of integrity whose every decision is driven by a strong moral compass. And I know him to be a man with a proven and deep commitment to public service. Jack Conway offers a solid record of protecting Kentuckians as your Attorney General and clear proposals that will move us forward as a state when he's elected to the United States Senate. As the state's chief law enforcement officer, Jack Conway has protected children by removing over 70,000 child pornography images from the internet. He has protected families by going aggressively and successfully after drug dealers. He has protected communities by launching the state's first prescription pill task force and conducting the largest drug bust in Kentucky's history. And he has protected Kentuckians by cracking down on gasoline price gouging and on drug companies that have defrauded the Medicare program. It's a record of achievement as your Attorney General that has won him the endorsement of the FOP, law enforcement officials all across Kentucky who recognize that record of achievement in the Attorney General's office. And now, as a candidate for the U.S. Senate, Jack Conway offers specific proposals that are detailed on his website to help small businesses create jobs, the critical engine of growth to refuel this economy. He has a plan to create new jobs for Kentucky all across this state. He has a plan to end tax breaks to companies that ship jobs overseas. He has a plan to help reduce the deficit, a detailed deficit reduction plan. And he will hold Washington and Wall Street accountable when he's in Washington. There couldn't be a more stark contrast between Jack Conway and his opponent. Rand Paul's extremist views are out of touch with Kentuckians and would hurt Kentucky families. There's no question about that. The main message of the fall campaign is to balance the budget, but let's all agree that ought to be our goal. We all want to balance the budget, but he won't say how he will balance that budget, and now we're beginning to understand why. If you look at his positions, you can see exactly what would be put at risk here for Kentuckians. He says drug abuse is not a pressing issue and would eliminate resources for local law enforcement to fight drugs. He wants to end federal safety precautions for our coal miners. He would privatize Social Security. He would eliminate the farm programs that provide us with safe, affordable food. And he would prevent our students from getting the financial aid they need to better their lives and their communities. And that list goes on and on. We can't just talk about balancing the budget without talking about what it means to Kentucky families. Rand Paul tells us what he is against time after time, but he offers no positive solutions for the challenges Kentucky families face. In fact, his extreme, out-of-touch positions hurt Kentucky families. This election gives Kentuckians an opportunity to send a senator to Washington who will be a true champion for Kentucky, and that's Jack Conway. This election is an opportunity to elect a senator with deep Western Kentucky roots who shares Kentucky's values, and that's Jack Conway. Is an opportunity to honor the legacy of Wendell Ford's service by electing a senator who will fight for the people every day he's in Washington, and that's Jack Conway. On behalf of Jack, we ask for your support and your vote on November 2nd. Thank you very much.